Welcome to the Brahma Kumaris, where a new world is opened up for you. From humble beginnings in India in 19... Welcome to the Brahma Kumaris, where a new world is opened up for you. From humble beginnings in India in 1936... Welcome to the Brahma Kumaris, where a new world is opened up for you. From humble beginnings in India in 1936 to a global organization with over 8,000 centers in 110 countries and 1 million students worldwide. Through their tireless commitment, passionate heart, and determined spirit, the Brahma Kumaris arrived in America in 1974 and have since grown to 35 main centers throughout America. There are also 2 residential retreat centers, Peace Village, located in upstate New York, and Anubhuti, located in Novato, California.
I want to just share a little bit about how the centers of Raj Yoga meditation began in United States. Actually, I was in Caribbean islands and I got invitation from New York that we want to start something about meditation. And it was in 1978 I came here and we rented a very small apartment in Astoria. And from there I found that a lot of people have interest. I realized that there is so much need, and from there onwards then centers started in many other states.
Our centers are safe spaces where you can explore the power of your inner world.
The classes are conducted in many, many homes, many cities all over across the United States. A lot of people, they learn meditation, they use it, that meditation at their workplace, in their family, and also I find that children, young adults, because they are so much into like what really is the life about.
The Brahma Kumaris are dedicated to personal and global transformation through the study and spiritual practice of Raj Yoga meditation. And at the heart of our teaching is the belief that the pathway to peace and happiness is to remember our original nature as spiritual beings connected to the One Source. In 1981, the organization received recognition as an international non-governmental organization affiliated with the United Nations and accredited with general consultative status with the Economic and Social Council. From organizing large-scale global initiatives to local community programs, the Brahma Kumaris has a tradition of service in every field that fosters spiritual growth among individuals from all backgrounds, cultures, and walks of life.
I hold on to this vision, the world of love, world of peace and harmony, world which is free from conflict and sorrow, where we can live as brothers, one family, children of common parents, one supreme divine power.
This is your invitation to awaken and join us in creating a world of love, peace, and kindness. Om Shanti.
Greetings of peace. Welcome to the program Awakening with Brahma Kumaris. I think that it's a very, very simple word, awakening. And when we use the word awakening, well, you all are sitting and you are very awake. But this is spiritual awakening, awakening which takes us to the inner world, to the true self, and to understand that there is another reality which is more within the self than in the outside world. Because we are so much used to looking at through these eyes what is happening in the world, listening to the news, and all the information which is coming really is through our sense organs. And then based on that, our mind, that's our thoughts, our intellect, that's our power to discern, we use them. And these both tools are very much conditioned by external situations and circumstances. But actually, when there is spiritual awakening, and then you realize, you experience that your innate qualities are completely different than what is happening outside in the world. But then how do I create what I have within? Should I always take what is out in, or is it from in that I produce out, in the sense of create external or physical world also? So when there is spiritual awakening, then the true love, inner peace, power, joy, all these good qualities are awakened. And we realize that each one of us really should be living with the experience of these qualities and inner strength to respond to situations in a very, very positive way. So from within, then you create right responses. Yes, there is no control on what's happening around us, but we have control on how do we respond to everything. So I feel that it's very, very important to awake to the situations and respond in a very, very positive way. In this special program, we have our special guest, Sister Shivani. I think that most of you must be listening, watching about her program of awakening. I think that many have shared with me that how much the changes which has happened in their lives because of listening to her ideas, her thoughts, her thinking process, and all that has brought a lot of transformation. We had been inviting her to visit us in North America, and now we are very fortunate that she has been able to come. So I also welcome Shivani, and also I know that each one of you will take full benefit of not only listening to what she is saying, but then reflect on what you are listening, and after reflection, try to see that if you can create your attitude, your vision, your words and your actions based on that thinking, because that's where you will find that what I describe as that the third eye opens. We have these two eyes, and third eye is eye of mind, eye of intellect. So when there is self-realization, when there is third eye which has opened, then you are able to see different realities than what is happening around the world. Actually, there shouldn't be two worlds, inner and outer, but we have divided. And now we have to make it as whole, not from outside in, but from inside out. And when we have this awareness, then I'm sure that every person, every home, every nation will be living together in the sense of harmony, love, sharing, care for each other, and all the good qualities will manifest in a natural way. Holding this vision is very important, because that's where your energy will be directed, and you will find that you are able to be co-creator with God for the world of joy, world of happiness, and you will receive all the gifts of peace, of happiness. And that's what this program is about. So I am sure that you will have many beautiful experiences, many insights, and you will carry that and use them in the practical life. Thank you.
Hello? Can you hear now? Okay, better. Welcome to I'm Meredith Ford, and I have to tell you, I am absolutely delighted to be here for us to experience this night together, because this to me is more than just a program, or we've all heard speakers, over the years. All of us are working on ourselves in some ways, but this is an experience that we're going to be experiencing all together, and I can feel already the magic that's going to be coming out tonight. I think this is better. The magic that we're going to be experiencing tonight. And it was about 5 years ago that I actually had the very special fortune to get to meet Sister Shivani. And I got to meet her in India over lunch and hear about her and hear what she was doing. And of course I wondered, what is it? What is it that makes her so loved? And this was 5 years ago. And what is it that is really creating this excitement in India? And then I went back, I think I went back to America, and I started to watch her, and I knew, all you have to do is see Sister Shivani one time and be moved by what it is that she has to say, and not just what she says, but it's truly how she says it, and how she really is transforming our lives, really just by the words that she has and the understanding of human nature and what it is that we're all going through. And we're all going through something, right? Whether it's one thing or another, Sister Shivani is able to kind of tap into that. So I wanted to just briefly share a little bit about my own awakenings experience that happened, I know it's hard for me to believe, 32 years ago with the Brahma Kumaris. I'm a TV producer. I was with PBS for 38 years in Miami, and 32 years ago, a producer and a host, I was told by someone I worked with that I was extremely stressed out and I needed meditation. Well, can you all imagine 32 years ago, were people meditating? I mean, in Miami, in the United States, not much. And what happened was, he practically dragged me to the center. He said he found out about the Brahma Kumaris Center. I was one of the first students, and the moment that I walked in and I experienced that peace and that sense of love and a sense of well-being, I was hooked. And I've never left since then. I mean, I've left, I come home, but I've never left going to the Brahma Kumaris and learning from the Brahma Kumaris, and my whole life changed. And I even remember I had a 4-year-old, I have a daughter who's much older, but she was 4 at the time, and I remember that her nanny, I was working nightly as a TV producer, said to me later, she said, before meditation, she goes, you were angry a lot. She goes, and now that you're meditating and you're going to these Brahma Kumaris, whoever they are, she goes, you're so peaceful. And so to me, that's really what it's all about. And that's what Sister Shivani is speaking to on such a real personal level. And again, I'm just so thrilled to be here tonight to be able to experience this. It's really going to be a journey. And Sister Shivani talks a lot about journeys. So here we are. Before we start the program, I wanted to just give you a couple of little points that we need to know before we get going. So I know you've been given sandwiches before before, and if you're still munching, if you could just stop like any minute and finish your sandwich, you can finish it after the program. And Sister Shivani also is she's asking for us to turn off our cell phones and no photo ops. And part of the reason that she believes in no cell phones is she wants us to really feel what it is she has to say. And if we're looking at our cell phones or we're trying to take pictures or we're all into that cell phone, it's all about that cell phone, and we want tonight to totally get away from it all and really have the Sister Shivani experience. When you're home and you're watching her on YouTube, okay, you could be doing other things, but not when we're here tonight together, because this is going to be so magical and so very special. And again, I am just thrilled to get to be here, to be part of it with all of you. And now we want to introduce you to a very talented vocalist. You got to hear a little bit of her earlier as we were all coming in, Elizabeth Padilla. And the Brahma Kumaris, they have a lot of bright young stars, everybody they teach is a star. And you begin to develop your talent as you become a Brahma Kumari. Even if you never had talent, you begin to find out you had talent. Well, Elizabeth actually had the talent long before. She was an actress, she was a singer, and suddenly in 1985, she came to the Brahma Kumaris and her life changed. And instead of Hollywood or Broadway,
She now sings at so many of our events. She performs all over. She also, if you ever get a chance to go to California, she is the program director for all of the programs that go on in California and at the Anubhuti Retreat Center. I don't know if you all know, but the Brahma Kumaris they do have 2 retreat centers in America, and California is one of the best ones. And Peace Village in New York is fabulous as well. But so she's touring also with her own one-woman show called Songs of My Soul. So we welcome and we introduce the great, wonderful musician, singer, Elizabeth Padilla. And here she is, right here. Whoops. Thank you.
How would you like to help me in creating a powerful vibration for ourselves and sing Sabka Malak Ek Hai? Okay? All right, here we go. Hayam Nija Paroveti Ganana Laguchet Sa Uddhar Charatana Vasudev Kutumbakam Sabka Malik एक फिर क्यों पटा हुआ संसार है सबका मालिक एक फिर क्यों बटा हुआ संसार है सच पूछो तो सारी दुनिया अपना ही परिवार है सच पूछो तो सारी दुनिया अपना ही परिवार है एक दूसरे से नफरत सारे जगदों का मूल है सारे जगदों का मूल है ये मेरा है वो तेरा है यही सूचना मूल है यही सूचना भूल है ओम शांति वो मंत्र है जो जीवन को सफल बनाए ओम शांति वो मंत्र है जो जीवन को सफल बनाए ऊंच नीच का भेद मिटाए प्रेम का पात बधाए ऊंच नीच का भेद मिटाए प्रेम का पात बधाए इस धरती पर सबको सुख से जीने का अधिकार है सच पूछो तो सारी दुनिया अपना ही परिवार है सच पूछो तो सारी दुनिया अपना ही परिवार है सबका मालिक एक फिर क्यों बटा हुआ संसार है सच पूछो तो सारी दुनिया अपना ही परिवार है सच पूछो तो सारी दुनिया अपना ही परिवार है सच पूछो तो सारी दुनिया अपना ही परिवार है थैंक यू
It's not over. You'll get to hear more from Elizabeth, the amazing Elizabeth, later on in the program. Now, you're probably wondering, how does this all come together, right? Like, how does this all happen? Now, who are these people? Or many of you do know the Brahma Kumaris, but how does this all happen in Tampa? Well, there is a spiritual force who has been behind this entire program tonight. And her name is Shireen. She is actually the director of the Brahma Kumaris Meditation Center in Tampa, where she began as a student over 20 years ago. She quickly became a teacher and went on way beyond even a teacher, although of course teachers are the greatest. What Shireen does is she's able to organize so many things all at once. She's able to organize people and make things happen. And I've watched Shireen grow bit by bit and then flourish to where now it's like she's juggling everything all at one time. And so she is the one who has really been behind this amazing program that you're going to be experiencing tonight. And Shireen is also a yogi of many talents. She's the author of 2 spiritual books, 3 meditation CDs, and she has her own internet TV show called Release Your Wings. And if you want any of the books or any of the other Brahma Kumari's literature, on your way out in the back, in the hall, behind the hall, they will be available, as will some other literature about the Brahma Kumaris and all the amazing things that they're doing around this country, around America. And when she's not coordinating the Tampa Center, when she's at the Tampa Center, though, she also is a fabulous vegetarian chef. And she's made some of the best meals, I think, that I've ever eaten in my Brahma Kumari life. And so I now introduce you to Shireen Chadha.
Greetings of peace. It's wonderful to see all of you. I wish all of you get a chance to see yourself from this vantage point. You look very beautiful. Welcome. I want you to think of this as your home, and we are very, very happy to have Sister Shivani here. It's our great honor and pleasure. So, Sister Shivani, welcome. And I wanted to share a little bit about my journey within the Brahma Kumaris. And it was in 1994. I moved to Tampa, and I did not like Tampa. I grew up in Hyderabad, India, and I wanted to go to a big city because Hyderabad was a big city. And at that point, Tampa was small, not anymore, but in 1994, it was small. And so I wanted to go to Chicago or New York or something like that. And I came here because they said, we will do your green card in my job. And so I'm fresh out of college, and all my life, I wanted to do something, and I was doing it. You know, in 1994, all my life, I wanted to be financially independent, I wanted to be on my own, and I was doing that. But something felt very empty inside. And I wasn't sure what it was, and I was having this really odd feeling inside. And I used to go to Bayshore, and I used to watch, and I used to think, I grew up as a Hindu, and I used to think it's not fair. Why did Krishna come a few thousand years ago and speak the Gita to Arjuna, and why did Shankar tell the story of immortality to Parvati thousands of years ago? Why can't they do it now? So those used to be my questions. And then suddenly I had this feeling, that there is something more to life and I have to go look for it. But I put it aside till I walked into the Brahma Kumari Center. It was on Bush Boulevard at that point. And as soon as I walked in, and as soon as I heard about God, I knew it. I knew it that this is what was my path. And it was a life-changing experience because, as many of you would guess, I didn't grow up thinking, oh, one day I'm going to be wearing a white sari. That was not my plan for life. But it just happened because of the amazing experience I had of God. And the funny part was this. So there was a class, and I heard the class about God, and I knew it. I knew it that I'm a soul, and God is Supreme Soul, Paramatma, Parampita, and He is my Father. And that feeling of emptiness I was telling you about went away in a jiffy. It was all gone. And then I was driving back from the center on Bush Boulevard, and when I was driving back, you know that malfunction junction, 275 and I-4 malfunction junction? That is where I had my experience of the Supreme Soul. It was such a powerful experience. I'm driving, and I'm West Junction in Tampa, and I had such a powerful experience of the Supreme Soul and this sense of belonging. Yes, I belong. I belong to God, and God belongs to me. And there was this personal feeling of personal connection. And I knew that my life wouldn't be the same. And I knew that whatever I had to do, make all the changes because I was 24 and my parents really wanted me to get married. They're still very traditional South Indian parents, and they wanted me to get married, have an arranged marriage, and all of those things. But anyway, so a few months later, I went to India with a lot of changes. And all my cousins, I have a million of them, they kept asking me, why did you do this? Why did you do this? And it was like after the 1000th question, I felt I should wear a T-shirt or something, you know. Don't ask me any questions. But anyway, after the 1000th question, one of my cousins, she kept asking me, so why did you do this? And I said, I found God. And she was like, in the United States? And I was like, yeah, in the United States I found God. And so the reason I wanted to share that with you is I sincerely hope that you also experience God the way I experience God. So after 20 years of a very close and sustained relationship with God, I want you to experience the mercy, the compassion, the depth, the beauty, and the feeling of bliss that you experience when you're connected with the source. And I really wish that for all of you. I wish that you experience what I experience with the Supreme Soul, and I wish that your life is as full and meaningful as mine. And I also would like you to invite you to come to the center in Tampa and take the course and really come and savor the stillness. Come and savor this feeling of belonging to a higher being that is so essential for all of us as human beings. So thank you very much for coming, and we look forward to Sister Shivani's wonderful presentation. Om Shanti.
Totally resonate with, personally, as having been a Brahma Kumari student for all of these years, with, you know, that experience of just searching for meaning and searching for something beyond, for the divine power, and knowing that through meditation you experience it. And I'll start again, that I totally resonate with everything that Shireen was saying, and I feel that we all experience this as Brahma Kumaris in our own ways. You know, we experience it in different ways and different things happen, but guaranteed, you start going to their centers anywhere in the world and something magical happens. So Shireen, of course, has been the force behind this entire night, but she couldn't have done it without a team, a very, very special team. And I just wanted to ask for the team, the care team, to stand up, to please stand up. Could you all, they're all in the first row, and they, I am told that they are, I think they're all doctors, or at least most of them are doctors, and they have been working nonstop over the last few months to make this happen and bring Sister Shivani here to our country. So again, we're thrilled. And there's another person, she's not exactly thrilled about being noticed because she never likes to be introduced, but we have to introduce her because she has been such an important part of our lives. And her name is Sister Veronica, and she was the one that come on up for 2 minutes. She has been the guiding force behind everything in Florida over the last 33 years. Veronica, 35, sorry, 35 years, you're right, 35 years. And she came to Tampa 35 years ago to start the first center in Tampa, long before she came to Miami. And I got to be her first student, which wasn't too easy for her, right? But Sister Veronica has been a force. She's been one who is able to touch so many hearts, so many lives through the way she teaches, which is very real, very deep, with so much wisdom.
And I can't imagine, you know, even personally, that I would still have been able to keep going without her support and her love and just saying, you can do it, keep going. So here she is.
Thank you, Meredith. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Om Shanti. Big welcome. So, you know this expression, at last, the day for which we had been waiting has come. Is that true for all of you? How long have you been waiting? Months and months and months. But you know what? We've been waiting for you much longer. She just told you we've been in Tampa 35 years. Why has it taken you so long? And again, I appreciate that timing is very important and that everything has to be aligned in terms of planets and venue and personality, etc., in order for this to happen. And we have been sending invitations to all of you, either subtly or in other ways. And so here we are, and a delight for me to have Sister Shivani with us, because what she's going to bring, or one of the things that she's going to bring, and are you ready for it? That's the thing. But I haven't even told you yet, and you're saying yes. She's going to offer you the challenge to change. Are you ready for this challenge? Yes. And so then you came in here one way this evening, and I promise you, you will leave another way. And so she's bringing this gift of reflection. And it seems like a simple thing, and yet it is so revolutionary. And so let's see how many of us can accept the challenge and become the change which will in turn elicit change in others. And in this way, we can all make a great difference. Om Shanti.
And I love what Veronica said. She is, that we've all been excitedly waiting for her first American tour. And you might already know that she's been on tour. We're getting to actually the tail end of the tour. She's been going from city to city, Washington, D.C., Boston, New York. I mean, the list is endless. And I've been watching some of the programs. And with each program, something happens. You know, each one she's done differently. They're never the same. She's always speaking to something else that, as Veronica was saying, where we can look into our hearts and look into our souls and say, what is it that we can do to become happier, to become more fulfilling people? But what amazes me about Sister Shivani is that she makes it seem so simple and so real. And a lot of it has to do with, as we all know, those of us who have been, most of you probably in the room who have been watching her this year or for years, is that so much of it has to do with ourselves, that it's all within, and it's taking that time to go within, and then to create better relationships, happier relationships in our lives, and life becomes so magical. And it's a continual awakening, and I think that's why this is called the Awakening Tour, because we are not just awakening once, or we have some spiritual experience and we walk out, but every single time we hear what she has to say and we go and we work on ourselves and we say, wait a minute, it's not the other person, as she always says, it's not them, that's not the problem, it's you. Look within you. And so, of course, we're going to be hearing a lot tonight in depth, in such a powerful way, and the way she explains things is just, we know, is just, it's actually, to me, extraordinary. Because afterward, I try to go through my mind of how she explains it, and I can't even say it, you know, because it's done with such brilliance and such depths and such wisdom. And I guess that most of you know, but in case you don't, that she started, Sister Shivani started actually as an engineer. She was an engineer, And she completed, I just wanted to give you a few facts about her that you might not know, you might have read. She completed her electronics engineering graduate degree as a gold medalist from Pune University in 1994, and also served for 2 years as a lecturer in Bharatiya Vidyapeeth College of Engineering in Pune. She's been a speaker on the theme of yoga for emotional and mental well-being on the conferences organized by the Ministry of Ayush, Government of India in Delhi on the International Day of Yoga every year. And in 2014, Shivani was honored with Women of the Decade Achievers Award by Asokam's Ladies League for her excellence in empowering spiritual consciousness. And one more, I mean, there's probably hundreds more of the things that she's received in terms of awards and recognition. In 2017, she was appointed as Goodwill Ambassador by the World Psychiatry Association. I mean, so it shows it's not, she has gone from India to Asia to all over the world, and now the world is watching what Sister Shivani has to say and how she can improve our lives. So here she is.
So we'll have a meditation together before we listen to Sister Shivani's. Oh, the beautiful sound of your beautiful faces. How you touched me, love so strong, so pure, and the world is lost to me in the gentleness of your eyes. I am drawn to meet myself in your mirror. There lies my heart, so full of pride, yet still you draw me near. Over darkest hills of fear I have traveled. So long have I searched for your ever silent song, for the journey. So long have I of my broken heart. Now you're here with me, loving me. Let me live inside your hands for now, and the world is lost to me. Let me live inside your heart for now, and the world is found in thee. Om Shanti. At the Brahma Kumaris, every time we meet, we greet. But the greeting is a word which connects me again and again to who I am originally and who I'm meant to be. Om Shanti means I am a peaceful being. The word Om means I, the being, and Shanti, peace. So every time we say Om Shanti, it is a gentle reminder of who I am. I am a peaceful being. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. And at any point of time, if you're feeling a little disconnected from your state of peace, just remind yourself, I am a peaceful being. Om Shanti. It's very important for us to know who I am. This beautiful family of healers who have collectively brought all of us together here. You always remember that I am a healer. I am a doctor. So when we have that consciousness, who I am a doctor. So if there is anyone around me who is in pain, I will immediately heal. It will come naturally to me. I don't need anybody to tell me, you are a doctor, go and treat them. It will come automatically to me because I know who I am. I am a doctor. But suppose a doctor forgets that I am a doctor. Just suppose I am a doctor, but I forget that I am a doctor, and here there is someone not well, in pain, and I will stand there and I will not treat them. And people around me will tell them, go and treat them, you are a doctor. And I will say, no, I'm not. Because I've forgotten that I am a doctor. So if I forget who I am, then my way of being, speaking, behaving, everything will change. Similarly, I am a peaceful being, but I have forgotten. I have forgotten. So like sister was sharing, that she experienced God. And she said that vacuum that was inside me disappeared instantly. So what was that vacuum? It was somebody who had forgotten
who she is, and someone came there and just reminded her, this is who you are. And when I know I am a peaceful being, I am a powerful being, I am a happy being, I'm not going to go out looking for all these things. How many of you want happiness? And how many of you want peace? Yeah. And some of us even want love. Anyone wants love? Yeah. And we want respect, and we want trust, and we want contentment. So it's all about I want. I want all that which is mine already, but I have forgotten. So if I forget what I have, I stand in the line of I want. If I remember what I have, I stand in the line of radiating all I have. So I can either stand like this, I want, please give me, please give me, please give me. Or one shift of consciousness and I can stand like this. I have and I'm ready to radiate. So awakening means shifting from I want, give, to using what I have, and whatever I'm using, it automatically radiates. I don't have to give, it automatically radiates. We are sitting in the India Cultural Center. What does the word cultural mean? Culture means, what does the word culture mean? We say India Cultural Center. So the word culture means the way we upbringing, style of living, So my culture is my style of living. Anything else? My culture? Traditions. Very beautiful. Anything else? What is culture? Sanskar. So one would be India Cultural Center, one could be an American Cultural Center. Let's ask ourselves, what's the cultural center of I, the being? What's my culture? Not the culture of the country where I was born or live in, but the culture of I, the being, irrespective of where I was born and where I live. What is the culture, the tradition, the way of living of I, the being? Let's take a minute of silence. Don't look at everything that you've heard, believed. Just ask yourself, what is my culture? I. Close your eyes. Don't look at who's moving around you. Just ask yourself and see yourself, that culture. I, the being. What is my culture? My way of being. My culture. What is it that comes on the screen of the mind? situation, irrespective of whatever is happening around me. This is what I stand for. This is my culture. That one word. The culture of I, the being. What's the word that comes to your mind? What's your culture? Anyone? Culture. Commitment. Compassion. Culture. Peace, beautiful. Commitment, compassion, peace at the back. Forgiveness is your culture, beautiful. What else? Love is your culture, good. Anybody else? Duty. Duty is what you do. Culture is what you will bring in your duty. Duty is what I will do, but your culture is what you will bring in your duty. So what would it be? We have to be very clear. This is my culture. My culture means then, what does it mean? This is my culture. It means I will always live by this culture. You know, sometimes when you find your children behaving a certain way which doesn't match your culture, what do you say to them? What's the one line you say to them? This is not family culture. This is not our family. कहते हैं ना ऐसा? This is not the culture of our family, which means our family stands for a particular culture, and which means we will always live that way. That's the culture of our family. Similarly, I, the being, stand for something, and that's my culture, and which means I will not leave my culture for anything that's happening outside or around me. So for someone it's commitment, for someone it's compassion, peace, love, forgiveness. Anything else? Equality, unity. Anything else? Happiness is my culture. Wow. So now if I choose happiness as my culture, what would it mean? What would it mean? That I'm going to be always, always, always happy. It's my culture. Culture. The way I think, the way I feel, the way I be, and automatically what I will behave. But once I choose any of these words and I say, this is my culture, then I'm not going to leave it for anything. Culture is not, I am this, if you are like this, then. So I am happy if you are nice to me. That's not culture. That is business. You do this, I do this. Simple. That's not culture. I am at peace if everyone is the way I want them to be today. But the minute something or someone is not my way, I get disturbed and I say, please change so that I can be at peace. That's not my culture. Anything which is dependent on something or someone outside cannot be mine. then I'm experiencing that only if something or someone outside is favorable to how I want to be. My culture means this is who I am always, irrespective, independent. Does anybody want to change their word? Anybody wants to change their word? Are you going to still stick to your word? You want to still stick to your word? So then in 1 hour we will just change a few things so that that will be our culture always. But be sure of what word you want to choose. It's what you stand for. Peace, love, happiness, compassion, unity, equality. If all of us just take one of these and live this always, can you visualize what Tampa city would be? Can you visualize what it would be? What would it be? Heaven on earth. I was just hearing this morning from sister, what did you say? It's called tourist, what's it called? Vacation. Yes, it's the vacation center. So people come here for? People come here for? What is it that you have to offer the world? Come here and what are you going to get? Relaxation. Let's change it and take it one step up and offer to the world, come here and you are going to get? You're going to get peace, love, unity, purity, power, compassion, because we live this culture. This is the culture of Tampa City. Ready? Ready? So people will not come just to be on the beach, but people will come to dive into the purity that your city offers, not just the water that your city offers. Vibrations. Vibrations. Every city carries a different vibration. And the vibration is created on the basis of? How is a vibration of a city created? You know, this hall has a vibration just now. It's an energy field. Today there is equipment which can sense the energy field of a place. What is the energy field of this hall? It's the total of the state of mind of every being sitting in this hall. So if we are 1,000 minds sitting here, put 1,000 minds together, and as will be the quality of those 1,000 minds, so will be the energy of this room. Similarly, what's the energy of the city? All the minds put together. And anyone has to just arrive into your city and they will feel the energy field. Just next to this cultural center, there are temples. Right? And when you enter the temple, there's an energy field created on the basis of the state of mind of every person who goes to the temple. So we create the energy field of a place, and we also get influenced by the energy field of a place. So each one of us creates vibrations of peace in the temple, and each one of us gets influenced by the peace of the temple. What is the vibration of my house? What is the vibration of the place where I work? Is going to get created by? Is going to get created by me. And imagine if I am stressed or upset or a little disturbed and I say, I've come to meet you because I want peace. So I've come to your place because I feel your house has that vibration of peace. Are we ready to create that at home? Brother, sister, we don't want photos. We all take so much care when someone is clicking our photograph. है ना? Important to be smiling. Why do we need to smile? Because once clicked. So spirituality is about cleaning this system. There is this system of what we are inside and who we are outside. I adjusted. I did everything. And then my belief system said, it's natural for me to get disturbed when people are moving around. So I cannot. I can keep pleading to them and say, please sit, and they will just look at me and do their work. And that's how every soul is being themselves. We have two choices. Either we keep getting disturbed by seeing them do what they think is right. People live according to my definition of right, not even their definition of right, my definition of right. Then I can never be happy. I can never be happy. Are you ready to live according to my definition of right? Are you ready to live according to my definition of right? So why should people live according to our definition of right? Why should they? They are going to live according to their definition of right. But what we are trying to do is constantly trying to change people to be our way because we feel our way is the right way. And it is the right way, but it's the right way for us. This is about sanskars. The sanskar that I carry is the right sanskar for me. Sanskar means the way of thinking, being, behaving, my personality, my nature, but the word is best in Hindi, sanskar. I still haven't found the right English word for it. So my sanskar is like a lens through which I will see every situation. If I carry a sanskar of criticism, okay, so it's my lens. I carry a sanskar of criticism. You may be the best person on the planet, but I will find something to say about you. It's not about you, it's about the lens that I'm wearing through which I see you. It's like you are wearing white, but I'm wearing a lens which is red. So what color is he going to appear to me? Red. And I'm going to say, you are red. Am I speaking the truth? Am I speaking the truth? Is he red? Is he red? But I'm saying he is red. Am I speaking the truth? I am saying he is red. Am I speaking the truth? Please put yourself in all those positions where there's a difference of perspective. Am I speaking the truth? He is red. Is it the truth? It's my truth. Now, she is going to come and say, no, he's blue. And she will spend her life trying to tell me that he's blue. And I will spend my life trying to tell her, no, it's red. And actually, he's neither blue nor red. Spirituality only helps me to check my lenses so that I see every scene, every soul, the truth, what they are, and not through the lenses, colors of lots of sanskars that I am carrying, maybe from many, many past births, or sanskars which I got from my family or environment. Belief system. Sanskars, conditioning. Conditioning. So in any one situation, can two people have a different perspective? In any one situation, can two people have a different perspective? Sure? Okay, I give you one situation. We sisters, on a Sunday morning, went to meet a family. And the husband and wife were having a little early morning conflict, a little sweet one. And when we walked into their house, they said, Beto, Beto, please come and sit here. Please decide who's right. And the husband very sweetly said, he said, Behan, you know what happened? Yesterday I told my wife that this treadmill, the exerciser, I don't want it in this room, I want it in that room. And the wife said, yes, and I forgot the whole day yesterday. I woke up at 2 o'clock and I suddenly remembered my husband wants this machine in the other room, and at 2 o'clock in the night I dragged that whole machine to the other room. And while she was dragging it, what are the visuals that must be coming on the screen of the mind for Sunday morning? My husband will wake up, and what will he say? He'll be happy, he will appreciate, he will praise. So in that intoxication, she shifted the machine. And when he woke up the next morning, and he says, last night it was here, morning it is there, who shifted this? She said, I did it at 2 o'clock all alone. He shouted at her. He said, alone in the middle of the night, you shifted such a huge machine. You couldn't have waited till morning, so you have 10 people here to help you. Expectation was something else. Reality turned out to be something else. Now we are sitting to decide who is right. Will you help me to take this decision? Tough one? How many of you feel it was so sweet of the wife to get up and do that for her husband in the middle of the night? So much full of love and respect and care, isn't it? Yeah. And how many of you feel it was so sweet of the husband to be so caring? So who's right out of the two? How many go for the wife? Raise your hand, wife is right. And how many want to say the husband is right? And what are the rest of us going to say? Both are right. Thoda zyada right kon hai. A little more. We have to choose one. We can't say both. We have to choose one. Who is right? And you know, while they were discussing who is right, who is wrong, the treadmill was there. They went on to past incidents. That day also, I was right, you were wrong, I was right. And finally the husband says, sister, you know, when we got married, the astrologer said only these many qualities of ours are going to match. The rest are not going to match. We have grown up believing one is right, other is wrong. And that's why the conflict is really not about what's happening outside. It always is about who is right, who is wrong. And the way so sweetly you have said now, both are right. You know why you can see both are right? Because you're neither of the two. Yeah, so we are not attached to our perspective. So we are seeing it like this. This is called detached perspective, detachment. Detachment means I'm not attached to this perspective, I'm not attached to this perspective, and I can see the two of them and say, this is also right, this is also right. And when I can say, you are also right and I am also right, but we are different, then what's the energy that we will radiate to each other? What's the energy that we will radiate to each other? Different. See what's the energy. And what's the energy we will radiate to each other if I say, I am right, you are wrong? and you will say, I am right, you are wrong, is there going to be a difference? The different perspective is there, might always be there. Important is not the difference of perspective, important is the energy we radiate to each other. Today, let's go back home. And always put a sheet of white paper and write. And I'm telling you from experience of many, many years of talking to, I don't know how many families. And when they come to us, it's always either a husband and a wife, a parent and a child, a daughter-in-law and a mother-in-law. And when earlier I used to listen to them, I would listen to one and they sounded perfectly right in what they were feeling. And so when I heard one, I said, she's absolutely right. Let me call in the other person and say, you know, this. But when the second person came in, they were absolutely right. And it took me a few meetings with a few people to say, this is a waste of time and energy trying to figure out which one of these two is right. And sometimes the opinion is completely opposite. Completely. But both are right. And the day I fit that equation, that two souls, different sanskars, seeing the same situation through their sanskar, but because they're carrying different sanskars and they are able to see the situation only through their sanskar, they are finding the other person's sanskar wrong. So then it's no more about the situation, but it's about the disrespect we radiate to the other soul. Can two souls have the same way of thinking? Can two souls have the same way of thinking? No. Why? Why? Journey of the two souls is completely different. Even in one lifetime, in one costume, 50 years, your journey and another person's journey will be completely different. And when we understand the journey of the soul, it's not 50 years in this costume, it's 100 years before that in another costume, and another costume, and another costume, and another costume. 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 years, the soul has been on a journey. Every 100 years in one costume, different parents, maybe different country, maybe different caste, different environment, different experiences, sanskar, recording. This is the deepest truth which makes every problem very simple to solve. Every soul is carrying different sanskars. Got them either from my past, got them from my present family, got them from the environment that I am in, but I and you am carrying different sanskars. Which one is right? Which one is right? Which one is right? You see what's going to happen? To expect that other people should carry the same sanskars as us is what is causing the pain. It's like a MP3 CD, you know, which has 100, 200 songs. One likes bhajans, the other likes old Hindi movie songs, the third likes current Hindi movie songs, the fourth likes Hollywood songs, fifth likes, every CD completely different. And now look at 5 people in the house playing their CD. Yes? And now each one looks at the other one and says, how can you be like this? And the other person looks back and says, I don't understand, how can you be like this? And then starts a journey of trying to change each other. And in the process of wanting other people to change, we create a new song of hurt, pain, disrespect, expectation, rejection. When people don't play the same song as us, we say, you don't love me. Because I feel the people who love me are the one who play the same songs as me. Is it possible that people can carry different songs and yet radiate love and respect to each other? Possible? 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 And that will only happen when we start accepting that different souls will carry different sanskars. And that's why, who am I? That answer solves almost all problems in my life. CD with different songs, CD with different songs, CD with different songs. And one day, 2 CDs got married. You see these two CDs who are sitting together? They are 2 CDs carrying completely different songs. Some songs will match, rest of the songs will be different. Relationship is not about trying to change the other person's song. Relationship is about enjoying the music on the other CD. It's when we try to copy our song onto the other CD is when conflict will start. And it is hurt when we try to criticize people for the song that they are carrying on their CD. And we say, you are wrong. And they turn back and say, you are wrong. This is disrespect. And when a relationship has disrespect, then how much ever we say to each other, I love you, I love you. Nowadays it's become a culture, no? I love you, I love you, I love you, beta, I love you, beti. Every phone call starts and ends with that. Every WhatsApp message seems. And sometimes I wonder, why are we finding the need to say it so many times in a day to each other? How many of you had parents who said to you every day, I love you? Sister, did your parents say to you every day, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you? It's not about saying. And even if you want to say it, then just replace the word today and say, I accept you. Because by saying that again and again, acceptance will become normal. I expect you to be like this, but I love you. These 2 lines cannot go together. Because if I expect you to be a certain way, I create hurt when you are not that way. Expectation is natural, right? Expectation is natural. Yes? And expectation means wanting the other CD to have the same song as me or the song which I like. And spirituality teaches us accepting the song on their CD is natural. And never saying to the other person, you are wrong. Different perspective, you are different from me, not right and wrong. Some sanskar may not be comfortable. Let's say if I'm carrying the sanskar of being dishonest. It's my song. It's my sanskar. It will play often. I understand that you are saying it's not right, but for me it's a natural way of living right now. So if you want me to change my sanskar, what would you need to do? Change my sanskar. You know, sometimes we have CDs around us which are carrying songs which are uncomfortable. Now, when did I create this sanskar of dishonesty? I don't know. Sometime in the past. I created a sanskar that I just cannot trust people. When did I create it? I don't know. Why did I create it? Maybe somebody betrayed me and I was very hurt. And now I don't have the courage to trust people again because I don't want to experience pain, so I just doubt people. The whole world may say that to doubt is not right. But for me, it's my sanskar. So just by you saying, I will not be able to change my sanskar. So can we help people to change their sanskar? Can you help me to change my sanskar? Most important is, can anyone change their sanskars? Can we change the songs on our CD? There are 5 sets of sanskars on every soul. It's like a CD with 5 folders. One folder, past births. 100 years in this costume, 100 years in another costume. Past birth, very powerful folder. Second folder, family, parents, sanskars. Second. Third folder, environment, friends, school, country, environment. Fourth folder, willpower. I use my willpower to create a sanskar. Fifth folder, the only one folder which every CD has, and that is the original sanskar of every soul. And all the words which you shared in the beginning saying, this is my culture, all those words are in that 5th folder. So can you see 4? Past birth, parents, environment, willpower. 5th folder, purity, peace, love, power, happiness, truth. This is 5th folder. Every soul has the 5th folder. Now, what is our role to help souls open that file which is in the 5th folder? But once I start opening a file which is in my 1st, 2nd or 3rd folder, it goes into an automatic mode and that file pops up every time. Let's say I have the sanskar of anger. It's in my 1st, 2nd or 3rd folder. But my 5th folder has the sanskar of peace. Now, I am creating anger many times in the day. You are my family and friends. Every time I'm opening that file, you are creating a vibration saying, "Ye to hamesha gussa karti hai." This person always keeps getting angry. Is this the way to behave? Is this the way? Every time you radiate this vibration to me, what is going to happen to my file? What's going to happen to that file? What's going to happen to my file of anger? It will keep popping up. Why? Because you are sending that energy which triggers that particular file. So we have the power to open files in other people's CD. How does the file of peace open on your CD when you go to the temple? How does it open? Why do we say, I felt peace when I went there? Because someone there has created the vibration of peace. That vibration of peace opens the file of peace on your CD. If the file of peace does not exist on your CD, go to a high energy place and you will not experience peace. But we experience peace because it's there on the CD and it gets triggered because of that vibration. You may be at peace right now. Go into a place where somebody has created anger, and the song of anger will open up on your CD. So our vibrations can open files on other CDs. We have the power to open the file of peace, love, and purity on every CD around us. And what do we have to do for that? What will we have to do for that? Just keep those files opened on our CD. So So if the file of peace is opened on my CD and the file of anger is opened on your CD, and now here we are, both of us together. Two options possible. Their file of anger can open the file of anger on my CD. One option, which means they overpowered me. But the second option is my file of peace opens the file of peace on their CD. I overpowered them. Why is it that it's always going to happen this way? Ready to open the files on everyone around you? Ready to open the files on everyone around you? And what do I have to do for that? Let them be their way. I take care of which song is playing on my CD. I don't allow their song to trigger a wrong song on my CD. Just by doing that, I protect myself and I heal other people. Healers. Healers means those who will not absorb the infection of the patient, but they will only heal, heal and heal. But if a healer absorbs the infection of the patient, then it's the healer first who needs healing. So I can either be like this or I can be like this. Is it possible to play the sanskar of peace when someone else is singing the song of anger or aggression? Possible? Possible? And how to do that? How do I do that? How do I do that? Just focus on your song. Most of them we are telling them, don't do like this, don't do like this, don't be like this, and utni der mein yahan file khul jata hai. We are always trying to focus our energy on the other person, trying to change them and believing that their behavior triggers something here. They have already out of control here. My best gift to myself, to them and to the situation is first to take control of myself. Let's say in a family of four people go out for dinner today, 3 people fall ill. Visualize. Come home after dinner, tomorrow 3 people ill, 1 person is fine. Now that 1 person has 2 options. Either to work hard the whole day, take care of him, take care of her, cook for her, make juice for her, soup for her, take this one to the doctor, little effort. 4th option is, I am also not well. Which option am I going to use? People around me are not well. Emotionally not well. Someone has anger, someone has jealousy, someone has hurt, someone has pain. I have a choice. Am I going to take care of them or am I going to say, I am also not well? Caring is our natural sanskar. Caring is our culture. But in order to care for others, who's the first person I have to take care of? Myself. Do you know every safety instruction in the flight, what does it say? If there is a turbulence and the oxygen mask drops down, please put it on yourself first. Can you imagine your child sitting here and 2 oxygen masks drop down, and you're not to put it to him first, you have to put it to yourself first. Selfish? Isn't this selfish? Because unless I take care of myself first, I'll not be able to take care of them. If I try to take care of them in the meantime, this is spirituality. Take care of yourself and taking care of others will automatically happen. But if I am going to say, I'm doing all this for everyone, I want to make everyone happy, I want to do this, neither I am happy, neither I am able to keep them happy. Because I'm trying to put the oxygen mask for everyone else. And myself, I'm saying stress is natural, anger is natural, pain is natural. I radiate that to everyone else. Ready to spend half an hour to put the oxygen mask on yourself? Ready to do that? And which means taking out a little time every morning to open my files on the 5th folder. Just a few days of practice, a few days of attention, and my songs start playing, and then the 5th folder will go into the automatic mode, and then you're going to say, I don't know why, I'm just not getting angry, I don't know what's happened to me. Because there's another song which has gone into the loop. Sanskar is when a particular way of living goes into the automatic loop. Now we don't have to do anything, it's gone there. But for a few days we have to practice. Today's Thursday? Thursday. So Thursday to Thursday, let's say 1 week. Come what may. Let any scene come there in my drama of life. Let any person behave the way they think is right. I understand it's the song that they are carrying on their CD. And while they are playing their song, I take care of which song I am going to play, because now I know that the song that I play on my CD is my choice, not a button that they are pressing. And so for the next 1 week, come what may is the scene in the drama, I will be stable. Because I am a powerful, peaceful being. This is my culture. You know, like we say, this is my culture. Doesn't matter which part of the world I go to. Don't we say that? Doesn't matter which part of the world I go to. I live my culture. This is how I dress up. Doesn't matter where I go to. This is what I eat. Doesn't matter where I am. So similarly, this is who I am. Doesn't matter what's going on outside. This is my culture. How many of you ready to take up 1 week challenge? ऐसे नहीं करना. चलो उठाओ हाथ. We are talking about personal guarantee. This personal guarantee. Do you have faith that I can do it? Sister says, one person does it, why do I need to do it? Once he does it, my work is automatically done. Why do 2 people have to raise their hand in a family? One person, and actually 1 person needs to do in every family. It's actually only 1 person who needs to do in the family. बाकी सबका काम तो अपने आप ही हो जाता है. That's why the Brahma Kumaris, it's a very beautiful slogan. When we change, the world changes for us. So 1 week, I am going to focus on myself, my sanskars. Because now I understand, they don't press the button on my CD. They play their song. I choose which song to play in return. How many of you know how to play Antakshri? I don't have an English word for it. It's a game that we play in India, which is you sing one song, I'll sing another song, then you sing one song, and then I will sing another song. But while they are singing their song, I have to be careful which song I sing. But if I start blaming people that they are not playing the right songs and that's why I'm not being able to play the right song, I can never be happy. I can never be happy. So I am going to play my song because now I know who presses the button on my CD. Who presses the button on my CD? I. In response to their song. So their song is the stimulus. Their song is the stimulus, but the song that I press is my response. But who is the creator of the response? I, not them. Have you ever pointed your finger to anyone and said, you hurt me? You hurt me? You upset me? Now where's the finger going to go? Where's the finger going to go? You did what you thought is right. We are not saying that what you did was right for me. No. It may not be right for me. But the hurt that was created was my creation. This is power. Just even this realization is power. That what I create here is my choice. It is not dependent on anyone here. That is my first step to transformation. When I don't justify my negative reaction saying it's because of them. I say that I pressed the wrong song and I'm going to stop that song and play another song. People can come, behave and do what they want. Like these people who were walking around doing their work, that's a situation in my life. Earlier, I would create different thoughts seeing them. Now I have to create a different thought. So they don't change, but the thought that I create watching them do what they are doing decides whether I'm going to be happy or stressed. So earlier I would say, how can they do this? Why are they doing this? Why are they moving around? They should have done all this before the program started. Is it after the program starts that you're supposed to walk around trying to see the sound? It just goes on. It can just go on. I can create thousands of thoughts as to why people shouldn't be the what way they are being. And now it is, they are doing their work. Full stop. Then my mind says, but why now? I said, they are doing their work. Just 2-3 times my mind will complain. After that my mind has now stopped. 10 years, peaceful life. Peaceful life. Because my mind has accepted they are doing their work. You choose what you want to think inside now. You choose what you want to think. Do you want to keep grumbling every program? No. Accept they are doing their work. Now it could be something as simple as they are doing their work, or it could be a bigger sanskar that we are seeing around us. They are playing their song. Can you see anyone around you playing the song which you never liked? Yes? Raise your hands who found one CD with one song which you don't like. Yeah, now just shift only one thought. We're not talking about right or wrong. We're only now creating one thought, which is what I was feeling inside was not because of the song on their CD, but it was because of what I was creating on my CD when they played their song. And today I'm changing that. I'm not changing them. And which is the song that we are going to play? Which is the song that we are going to play? Which is the song that we are going to play? First song is, I accept each one as they are. For me personally, this is a mantra that I say at least 50 times in a day to myself. Because I have to change a very, very deep old song on my CD which used to say, I expect people to be like this, like this, like this. And I'm trying to change the song by creating another song, by daily saying to myself, I accept people as they are. I accept people as they are. And very soon, I'm seeing my mind shift. And so my number of expectations day by day will. And even if I create a slight disturbance now, it just takes a couple of minutes for my mind to then say, what are you doing again? What happened? Do you want people to be their way or your way? But my mind says, but at least thoda to. I say, no. Song on their CD? And then in 2-3 minutes, my mind will say, okay, the mind is like a child. You only have to talk to that child and teach that child how to be. And very soon, that little child is going to go. But if we don't teach that child how to be, The child is complaining and crying and criticizing and getting hurt and expecting, and every time we are saying it's because of them. Let them change for me to be happy. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. So I accept each one as they are is something we need to keep reminding ourselves again and again. And that's what meditation makes it easier for us to do that. And let's use our power to be able to trigger the right sanskar on the other souls also. At the Brahma Kumaris, we learn a very beautiful technique. There they are creating anger, shouting, doing what they want. Just look at them, don't say anything here. And here, create a thought, peaceful soul, divine soul. They are nowhere near divinity right now because they are playing a song on their first folder, but we are focusing on their song which is there in their fifth folder. So just stand there and create this thought inside and you will see magic happen. And when I create a thought, peaceful soul, divine soul, the first person who's taken care of is me, because I'm playing the peaceful song on my CD. And now when that vibration reaches them, it will start healing them. Possible to create this thought when somebody is behaving another way? Possible to create this thought when someone's behaving another way? Yes? Now choose that CD and that song. And now create right now, what's the thought you are going to create tomorrow when they play that song? Selected? Anybody wants to share? You'll have to first tell us what's the song on their CD which troubles you. Yeah, we need to know. This is an equation, way of living. This is the sanskar. This is what they do. This is how I used to get upset. Now what am I going to create? So what's the sanskar that disturbs you? On another soul? Okay, and now what's the thought you're going to create? And what are you going to do first for yourself? It's not on her CD, no? It's not on her CD, no? Maybe, so sweet she is. Maybe. Yeah, your CD could be sitting on the next chair. Yeah. We create a lot of pain and hurt in the name of love and respect. And we say, oh, they would have said it, they would have done it fine, but why did she do this? It is those souls with whom we have those deep karmic accounts who are going to be sitting on the next chair. And when we start taking care of ourselves, we are healing ourselves and we are healing them. This is family. Family means those who empower each other. Family means those who help others to change their sanskar. Family doesn't mean those who reject our sanskars, criticize our sanskars, ridicule our sanskars, and create hurt in response to our sanskar. That's not family. So family is not about expectations. Family is about acceptance. And acceptance only means your sanskar doesn't disturb here, so I am here for you. And this is when we will shift from this to this. When you will go to the temple here, you see the pictures of the deities. Deities, in Hindi called Devi Devta. What does it mean? Devi Devta. Devta, deity, means Devta, the one who gives. The one who gives. So when we shift from this to this, we are raising our purity. divinity, Devta. We are of the culture of Devi Devtas. Devi Devtas, divine culture. I am a divine being. I only give. Tell yourself, I only give, give, give. How many times? How many times? Always. To how many people? To everyone. Simple. We shift from this to this. It's only a way of living. This is our culture. This is our culture. So every morning we will begin the day with 2 minutes of opening the files on the 5th folder. That's meditation. That's meditation. Spending few minutes with ourselves, creating the thought, I am a divine being. What am I doing by creating this thought? I'm opening up that 5th folder. Then I visualize myself how I am going to be today with everyone. How will a divine being be? We all know what's divinity. And when I do that, I am creating a new song early in the morning, and during the day I will be playing that song. So meditation is about creating the song in the morning and then playing that song the whole day, and that's how we see that we have changed. We have changed. So begin your day with just that few minutes of opening up that 5th CD. And that's why when we come to the Brahma Kumari Center, like Sister was sharing in the beginning, it's that, oh, it was so simple. Because peace, love, happiness doesn't have to be created. It's already there on the CD. It only has to be opened. But because I forget that it's on my CD, I'm going and doing things saying, I want peace, I want happiness, I want love. And the people who I'm asking for, how are they standing? They said, even I want. So if everyone wants from each other, who is going to give? So we all need one in a family to do like this, the house will change. And then the world will change. Ready to be the one? Ready to be the one? Yes? And so 1 week, 1 week, you know, in the culture of India is a concept of fasting. Fasting. And spirituality says, yes, fasting, vrat, but fasting not just of food, but fasting, this 1 week, I will not use anger. Fasting. This 1 week, I will not be judgmental about anyone's sanskar. Fasting. This 1 week, I will accept everyone, no expectations. Fasting. And when we do this fasting, we emerge the divinity, the sattvikta. And when you come over to the center, each one of you, when you came into the hall, there was a little leaflet on your chair. Yes? Did everyone get a chance to see that leaflet? That leaflet has all the details of the center, and it also has the details of the Raj Yoga meditation courses that happen at the center. Half an hour, just walk into that center. It's a high energy space. Just going there opens up files on the CD. Just going into that center opens up files, because a lot of souls have been sitting there for years opening up that files. So it's in the air, the vibration. So one is the gyan, the other is the vibration that we get by going there, which helps us to open up those songs on this CD. So take out that half an hour to learn that meditation, which is a technique to open up my original sanskars and to start using them in my every scene, in my every interaction, irrespective of what are the sanskars of the people around me. Ready to take out some time? Do we have time? Are we busy? Are we busy? No. Because self-care is going to be our first priority, because it's only then that we'll be able to take care of everyone else. That is our culture, to take care of people. To take care of people is our culture, caring. But to take care of them, I will have to first put the oxygen mask on myself, heal myself. And only then I will be able to do it for family, and then for friends, and then for society. Not unless I do it for myself. So gift yourself those few hours today and say, this is awakening. This is awakening. Let me be the first one to wake up at home. You know what happens when one person wakes up at home? One person has to wake up at home. And you know, when one person wakes up, they don't allow others to sleep. They just don't allow others to sleep. Yeah. And the others might say to you, "Are chup chap so ja na bhai. Why are you waking up so early?" So we have a choice. Either we go to sleep or our waking up creates their awakening. And when people see us making that little noise when we have woken up, they say, forget it, he's not going to allow me to sleep. Might as well, I should also wake up. And one person wakes up and creates the awakening for everyone around them. It's a ripple effect. It's a ripple effect. And one person yawning, you see how it happens? And that's why when we are driving, we say the person sitting in the front cannot sleep. See? See how it's going to happen? So if the person on the front sleeps, the driver will go to sleep. So if others are sleeping, I tend to sleep, but if I wake up, others start waking up. Let me be the one who wakes up. That's awakening. Come, let's sit 2 minutes and prepare ourselves for this week. And let's see, prepare, visualize, record, program how my this week is going to be. I am going to be the creator of my destiny the way I want it to be. I have a choice. I am the creator. People, situations, scenes around me, they are their way. I have a choice. I am a divine being with family, with friends, at work. I am a divine being. Clean, pure, my every thought, clean. I accept people as they are. I understand they have been on a long journey. They are carrying different sanskars. They are different from me. Only different. Let me see them right now, carrying their different sanskars. Different from me. Different from my definition of right. I understand them. This is compassion. I am a compassionate being. I understand them. Journey of the soul. will radiate His love and His happiness, His purity and His power to every soul I meet. The world is looking for angels. I am that angel. This is my culture. Acceptance is my culture. Giving is my culture. The next 15 minutes, as I get up and start driving home, next 15 minutes will be for myself. Absolute silence. Checking my thoughts about situations and people in my life. And taking charge that I am the one who presses the button on my CD. They are only playing their CD. I choose the song on mine. And today, before I reach home, I'm going to choose which songs to play in response to them. This is my time. And I'm going to choose my song before I reach home. And then let people play whichever song they feel is right. I've chosen my song. As we leave, sisters at the door will give us a blessing card. Each blessing will be different. It's a blessing from God for us, who we are and the potential we have to be. And they will give us a prasad which has been cooked in His remembrance in a meditative state full of love and happiness. So as we walk out in silence, angels, we will take our blessing card and prasad, but we will do it all in silence because it's my time, and I will take this vibration and this energy home with me. Angels in the last 5 rows can start moving fast at the back. Absolutely silence, as if no one is there in the hall. Silence conserves energy. Silence creates power. Now these 5 rows can start moving. First 5 rows. First 5 rows. Every time we begin and end what we're doing with silence, we increase the power of the soul. divine being. Giving is my nature. Sharing, caring, cooperation is my nature. This is my culture. My thoughts, my feelings, my choice. I am a powerful being. Next 5 rows. Next 5 rows. As we go out of this hall, we are carrying an energy, a vibration, an energy field of divinity and power. We are carrying it back home with us. And as we go out, we are radiating it to every soul we meet. This is awakening. What I create, I radiate. And as I radiate, I help others to create. The next 7 days, I'm going to see my power. I will see in every situation how I have a choice. And I will play only that song which creates happiness, health, harmony. Tonight, before going to sleep, few moments of again creating the same song. I am a divine being. I accept each one as they are. Acceptance is natural. And as I accept them, I empower them. I allow them to change their sanskar by accepting their existing sanskar. My respect becomes their power. This is family. This is unity. This is compassion. Each one is right from their perspective, their sanskar. We are only different. Angels, light, pure. Next. I am the angel everyone is looking for. Angel, not in what I'm doing, but angel by just being who I am. not only on my CD but on every CD around me. I have the power. I don't ask them to change. I radiate the vibration which empowers them to change. Tomorrow morning I begin my day by reminding myself, who am I? I am a divine being. I am with everyone. But my attention is on their qualities. I do not focus on anything which is not right for me. I am a pure being. My next 20 minutes are for myself. These 20 minutes of silence increase my power. They strengthen me. They allow everything that I have absorbed today to become a part of my personality.